Hey everyone, how's it going? Hey Music. Yeah, totally fine, my dude. Totally fine. Sometimes we drive. Sometimes we drive. Drive safe. Drive safe. Yeah, no problem, Music. Drive safe, my dude. Hey, the Slavist Senator. Jumping straight in it, my dude. Jumping straight into it. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm doing what you said. Hey Baroness, how's it going? What was it? What did I say? I say a lot of things, Mr. Senator. I say a lot of things. Can you expand a little on what I said? As I said a lot. Yeah. What specifically did I tell you to do? Just refresh the old memory a little. Nice. What is the Palpatine team that you saw? Want to see my Palpatine team that I use on Holy? Miss Baroness. You wanted a review, right, Baroness? I think you said that. Because we have the Slavist Mr. Senator. Then a Baroness. Okay. I got you. Hold on. I'm gonna turn on my AC because it is hot in here. I'll be right. I'm back. Hey, good morning, Darth Revan. That one's okay. That's an okay team. This is what I use. Hey, Elliot. I'm not doing roster reviews. I'm doing GAC reviews. GAC reviews. So, Grand Arena reviews. Are you the same Elliot who was just like, who posted in my Discord recently? But today is Grand Arena Reviews. Grand Arena Reviews. We're going to delve into 3v3. We're going to see how people did. How their defenses held. Any improvements that they can make on there. And just like their target selection and what they use on offense. Yep. Oh, okay. Yeah, I sent you a message because I have another Elliot in my Discord. So I was like, dude, I just did your roster review. But it was not you. It was not you. It was the other Elliot. So I kind of mixed you guys up. Might be. Nice, Rebel. Bam, Quill IG. Quill IG is strong. Oh. Goodbye. My data discs haven't been super great. Not super great. At my 3v3? No, I look at other 3v3s. You guys see my 3v3 live. You see it live. I don't feel a need to go in and like review what I did because I stream all my 3v3s, you know? So I don't see a reason to do it. Pause it. Sorry. Sorry, I actually can't see my YouTube screen. I can't see my YouTube screen. Yeah, I'll add you. I'll add you. Absolutely. That's the point of the stream, my dude. That's the point of my stream. 6.1 mil in Kyber 3. Well, that's pretty good, my dude. Pretty good. What was this? Oh yeah, clones. Clones? What do I want to do? Yeah, so this is what I use Unholy Baroness for Palp. So I use Palpatine, Mara Jade, Darth Vader, him, and then get Malik. So normally, if I have a volunteer Vanguard, this team works like perfectly, like absolutely perfectly, because they go all in on Malik, and then Malik stuns them, or fears them. So it's really great. But like this, because they can go first, they can gun down someone like Vader or something, which can be pretty annoying. Yeah, but see that? Like, boom, he goes. Super easy. Fives, just slurpity derp. Boom. Take you out. So. Okay. Yeah. Well, this is just like a team. This is just a team. I don't care about the... Well, so the Empire feat you're doing is Empire kills, right? Like 50 Empire kills? Hey, Tumblo. How's it going? Yeah, so you just need Empire kills. So you can still use Malik, because Malik isn't really there to like kill anyone. So Malik is there just to keep everyone alive. So you absolutely can use Malik. If you have Malik, you absolutely can use him. Because at my Sith Empire, I don't need Malik. I don't need Malik. Because I have Malgis. So my Malik isn't like doing anything. That's good. My conquest, believe it or not, isn't going so well. Isn't going so well. Would you like to know more? Yeah, see, Sith Empire, I don't need Malik. I don't need Malik. These guys, it's a Star Troopers thing. Would you like to know more? So I just haven't been getting good data dis. Like I have absolute. Well, I guess they're okay. They're okay. Actually, it's going okay. Hey, Slasher. Yeah. So it's actually going fine. Actually, going fine. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Please stop. Please stop. Okay. No, no. Okay, whew. Alright, I gotta start killing these dudes. Alright, I'm gonna dunk on you. If I can. I'll ask for your ally code later, Elliot. Just because I use the blue stacks. No new GAC history? What? It's not here. Let me see. Oh yeah. Nah, there's not. Oh well. Oh well. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do then. There's no new GAC history. No new GAC history. What a conundrum. What a conundrum. Yeah, yeah, we have that. We absolutely have that. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not like too worried about it. Not too worried about it. We'll see how it goes. What GP am I? I'm 7.9, I think. 7.9. Oh, you sold all your you sold, you sold all your do you not use what, Baroness? The Ewok feat? I don't do the Ewok feat, my dude. I don't do that feat. Oh, they sold their mods. Slasher, do you not use my my filters? Because if you use my filters, then you should you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be doing that. Also, you should, when you sell all your no speeds, you should be looking over them. You should be looking over them. You should make a YouTube. Yeah, sure, dude, if you want to. Oh, whoops. Man, I have not been paying much attention to this YouTube. I haven't been paying much attention to it. So I would say YouTube is more than just being in Kyber. More than just being in Kyber. Yeah, like it's streaming. I would say like Twitch streaming is pretty easy. Most streamers, most successful streamers are like absolute like massive accounts, like just massive. Yeah, but make sure you use make sure you use like mod filters, my dude. Use the mod filters. That's why I made them. So, if you guys, do you guys not follow my guides? You probably did that a while ago though, right, Tumblr? But if you guys follow my guides, like I don't know if you guys have seen them, but if you follow my guides, then you would have all your mods locked, right? Because look at this, right? Look at these. So, Slasher, right? So let me click on this dude's mods. Let me go here. And then see all my mods. See how they're locked. Oh, this one's not locked. But I lock all these mods. You gotta lock your mods. You gotta lock your mods. This one's not locked. But like as you're I forget to lock some of the new ones. But as you like farm your mods and you have your mods that are good, you gotta lock them. Yeah, you gotta lock them. So sometimes you just gotta go through here and lock your mods. And then if you go to filters, Slasher, if you use Slasher, see how don't have speed as the primary stat here, Salasher. So if you use my guides, then you wouldn't have that issue. You wouldn't have that issue. So you gotta use the guides, Salasher. You gotta use the guides. You have all except that's why I have those filters, my dude. That's why I have those filters. It's an important filter. So go make that filter, my dude. Go make that filter so that you don't sell them. But it's fine. It's fine. You'll farm up those arrows. You'll farm up those arrows. As long as you didn't... I'm sure you don't have any, like, 6-dot ones there, you know? So... Rebel, my dude. And do you go on swgoh.gg, my guy? You gotta do the swgoh.gg. So I have crit damage, crit chance. Yeah, so I have crit damage, crit chance. I don't have a, I have a potency cross on him. I have a potency cross on him, actually. But you can go crit damage, or you can go offense too. And the reason I have a potency cross is, his basic puts like healing immunity, so. But whatever one you want, whatever one you want. What's your Jedi Knight Anakin question, my dude? Fire away, fire away. What you got? Hey, Hellscream, how are you doing? How are you doing, my dude? How are you doing? So it doesn't work that way, Salasher. Like, it doesn't work that way. So so if you watch my mod basics guide, you watch my mod basics guide, you would understand the concept of it. So like if you do the crit damage, yeah, here it is. So this guy has a crit damage set, right? And a crit chance set. So if you look at this, you need a 4 set. So yeah, I'm doing my conquest. You need a 4 set to get this bonus. So we only have 6 spots. So if you have a set of 2, or if you have a 3 here, you don't get this bonus. So you need 4 to get the bonus. So that's why you have a set bonus of 2 and a set bonus of 4. So you can go 3 2s or 1 4 and 1 2. So yes, it would be not smart to do that, because you're lowering your overall potential of damage because you have less crit chance. But yeah, that's just how these work. This one's decent. Got it? Yeah. Watch my guides, my dude. Watch my guides. Watch my guides. Yeah. So. Alright, Bo-Katan, and you. What do I want to do for these? For this one, let's go. Yeah, Conquest. Conquest is so fun and engaging. Such a great game mode. I'll say this. Conquest does allow me to like fully use my roster. So, you know. I'll take that. So the annoying thing about this so far is I wasn't able to get what do you mean you don't believe me? What don't you believe, Tumblr? Oh, the fun and engaging? Yeah. So the annoying thing is I haven't been able to get any swiftness ones. So I haven't been able to get any swiftness, so I don't have any turn meter. There's info Elliot. So for you, I don't know, I'll think about it. I'll think about what I want to do. Ooh, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that so hard. I'm gonna get that so hard. But yeah, I want some ruthless swiftness. I want some ruthless swiftness. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to do roster reviews today, to be completely honest. To be completely honest. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. Conquest is not fun. A 10 mil free to play. Nice, dude. Nice. You're balling on a budget. Balling on a budget. I forget what these do. What? You didn't die? Oh, okay, good. Woo! A little worried there. Little BB-8 was hanging on a prayer. Hanging on a prayer. Hanging on a prayer. Speed crosses with offense primary. Yeah, it's hard to get kind of like everything that you want, right? It's hard to do it. Hard to do. So you just gotta farm volume. You gotta farm volume. Well, you could find them, but it's hard to find good ones of them. Hard to find good ones of them. So. Yep, 3 years, 10 million. 3 years, 10 million GP. Free to play. Free to play. All the GLs. All the GLs. That's how we roll around here, Tumblr. That's how we roll around here. 3 years, 10 mil. All the GLs. I don't think I want to go that way. I don't think I want to go that way. What do I want to do here? Give me a second. I'll run a quick GP inflating guide for you, Solasher. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do for that. First, there's like real progress, and then there's like fake progress. Even this health out. Yeah, but real progress and fake progress. So, you're still kind of like far away from the fake progress. So you got to work on real progress. But there's things you can do that can inflate. That's like not bad inflation, not horrible inflation. That makes sense. So, so we'll see. We'll see what. I'm glad I don't have to do this for like. I saw someone do this for like. There's a crazy amount of time today. But they sat here and did conquest, like an insane amount. I got you, Luke. I got you. Baroness, did we look at your 3v3 already this round? Did we, like last week or something, did we look at your stuff already? I don't remember. But yeah, so there's so real quick, so you should focus on maxing out everything you can. That's not like a detriment to your account. So all the currencies that you have like a ridiculous amount on. So if you have like a ridiculous amount of purple material, then upgrade all the abilities for purple materials or blue or whatever. And if you look at my low tier, it doesn't cost credits to equip gear. It only costs credits to create gear, to craft it. So if you see here, like some of my lower gear stuff, I have things equipped. It's because I had those pieces equipped. So this, I had to craft something, so I didn't do it. Same thing that, I had to craft something, so I didn't equip it. So all this gear here, it's a lot of GP. If you just look at your entire roster, first thing you can do is you can take all the characters that you have to like level 50, gear 6 or something. 5, 6, whatever. It's super cheap. So if you see here, they're like 51, 52, 60, 70, 50, 50, 50. So you can put mods on them. You can put mods on these characters. That increases inflation. And then just equipping these pieces. So when you run out of credits and you have like absolutely 0 credits, that's when you use these pieces that you already have in your inventory and you just equip them, because it's completely free. It only costs credits if you have to create them. So that's that's the best way to do it initially. So all these yeah, so I already have these leveled up. Let me see if I have someone that's not. Here, I'll show you this guy. So I'll just take him up to level, hey Dr. Riley, take him up to level 50, only costs 450 credits. Boom. Take him up to like gear 5 or something, gear 3, because it's like really cheap. I have like tons of this gear. But if you didn't have tons of this gear, you're trying to save credits because it still costs credits to upgrade. So see like 9,000, but it's still crazy cheap, right? So that's like taking them all to like 4 or 5 or 6 or whatever. See how it's only 10,000 credits? Like super cheap. But you got to take up their level a little. And this gear you should have like tons of, like absolutely tons of this gear. And then here, these greens, these green abilities and these blue abilities, absolutely free, absolutely free. So if you have like tons of these, then go ahead and take these up as much as you can. But if you have tons of the purples too, you can do the purple ones too. I would say just be a little more careful with the purples. How come I didn't relic Dark Gideon yet? The same thing that the same reason I don't have 8 GLs. You don't have no greens. Then looks like you do whatever isn't going to hurt you, Slasher. So when I say use these things, use things that aren't going to hurt you, right? So when I mean not hurt you, don't use things that are like bottlenecks for you. But if you have like 10,000 of something, it's not a bottleneck. Same thing for like ships. Same thing for ships. And then actual progress, try to focus on like pilots and ships. So pilots and ships are the fastest way to inflate your GP. So all my ships are pretty much built. So I don't know. All my ships are like built. Let's see what I have my comeuppance as. Okay, this. So like purple abilities. To me, purple abilities aren't free. Aren't free because I ran out of them. So these blue and these green ones, these blue and the green ones, I took all my ship abilities to blue and green. And then for this, I have like tons of the reinforcement abilities. But it's still taught, like ships take a lot of ship credits too. So try to be careful. But work on the ones that you can. So, but like, yeah, I take them to like level 5. Level 5 is free for me. Like absolutely free. And then after these, like these purple abilities, like I don't have as many of them. So you should have a lot of purple abilities. But it's still kind of a bottleneck for me. So something to think about, something to think about. Yep, so that's pretty much how you do it, my dude. That's how you do it. That's the best way. It just takes time. It takes time. But the reason I don't have a Dark Trooper Moff Gideon, same reason I only have 4 GLs. Same reason I don't have everything else in this is there's only so much you can take up. There's only so much you can work on. Yeah, I have Terran Malicos, I have Maul, Dad Bod Boba, Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. I even have Cat. Like I can have Commander Ahsoka Tano. Where is she? Yeah, Captain Rex. I have 7 stars. Nisa, Wrecker, Jahani, Embo, Shakti, Night Sister Zombie, Moff Gideon, B1, so Padme, so the Separatist. So there's only so much you can do in the game. There's only so much. It's a resource management game. A resource management game. So I have to manage my resources. I have to manage my resources. So if you that sucks, my dude. You just back out. So yeah, see Commander Ahsoka Tano. Here she is. Gear 8, no Zetas, no Omegas. So you have to manage, you have to prioritize, you just have to prioritize. So that's why I didn't relic Dark Trooper Moff Gideon, because I have to, just like everything else in this game, there's only so many things that you can work on. So if I was like a mega whale, if I was a Kraken, yeah, I would be Kraken. I would have all the GLs. I'd have all the things. But yeah, you can't have everything, right? You can't have everything. So sometimes you have to prioritize what you want. Good. Why would I want a Scribble roster review? So I like Scribble. I like Scribble. But I absolutely know how to prioritize my own. So, yeah. No need to yeah. Why not? Not really necessary for me, my dude. So yeah. Yeah. I have like I'm very so as far as the way I plan like my farms, I'm very analytical. Like yeah, it's good to have a different point of view, but I'm not going to change my farm. Like I've had other streamers look at my account and they're like, you need to gear up Cat, Commander Sokotano, or you need to do this, or you need to do that. But like I have my own farming methodologies. Like I have my own farming philosophies. I put a lot of time and effort and thought into what I do in this game. And that's why I love like helping you all with your stuff, because I put all that time and effort into my account and now I can use that to help others. And I love Scribble, great content. I watch his roster reviews, but I don't think I'm going to apply for roster reviews, or if I do, yeah, they can just look at my account, but I'm not planning on like changing anything of what I'm doing. Just because, yeah. Like, I don't know. It's just not what I'm interested in right now. Personally. So I unlock all the characters after 5 months, Dr. Wiley. So, but Dark Trooper Moff Gideon has been able to be unlocked for a while now. So, yeah. So I get it after, I get all Conquest characters after 5 months. 5 months. So, yeah. But as long as you get it before 6 months, then, you know, it's whatever. I personally don't have the bandwidth to work on new Conquest characters, and that's why I unlock them after 5 months. It's just because it's not like, it's not one of those things. All right, so I guess we can start jumping into GAC reviews. Yeah. So Dark Trooper Moff Gideon has been, because this is the 3rd evolution of Conquest. So he's been unlockable for 2 months, 3 months after this one. So yeah, Dark Trooper Moff Gideon's been out for a while. Because we if you have the, like, people are farming Bane, so after this Conquest, people will have Bane unlocked. So yeah, it's been quite some time. I would say like most people my GP have Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. Like people in Kyber, my GP range, I would say like 8 million-ish GP, should probably have Conquest characters after like 5-6 months. Hey Evil Walks, it's going well. Am I gonna relic Bane? No, I'm not actually. Bane is going on the bench. On the bench. Do you fall behind? No, Slasher. So my plan and my plan for all of Conquest is I unlock the characters after 5 months. Yeah, I don't get red box. I get gold. So I go for gold box. With Trench, yeah. Trench. I'll unlock Trench soon. Trench soon. I wasn't high enough GP to even unlock Trench with 5. Because my account's only like 2 years old. So yeah. So next month I'll have Trench. Trench will, I'll have Trench next month, but he'll still be on the bench. He'll just be gear 1 level 1. What I spend my conquest currency on? Is that what that is? CQ conquest? Is that what you're saying? Conquest currency? This currency? These things? Conquest credits? Is that what you're asking for? D? Yes? No? Nice music. Yeah. Yeah, Dark Trooper Moff Gideon's a good character. He's a really good character. So I wish I could. I wish I could. But I can't. So it depends, Evil. So if you're in hard conquest and you don't buy the pass, so if you're in hard conquest and you don't buy at least this $10 pass, then you have to spend it on what do you call it? Shards. You have to spend it on shards to unlock it. So if you aren't buying the pass, then this currency right here should go to shards if you're in hard conquest. So yeah, you buy these shards here. Obviously not these, but the new character. If you have the new character, or if you buy the pass and you don't need the shards, what I buy is I buy all the green signal data, I buy all the blue signal data, and then I buy these injector pieces. And then that leaves me some extra in the month, and then I buy whatever I need here. So if I need whatever pieces, I buy these. If you're normal with regular pass, just buy gear 12 pieces, or these pieces here, injector pieces, because you're nowhere near, like, it's a drop in the bucket, right? Like an absolute drop in the bucket. You don't have access to the new characters in normal conquest, so just try to get as much as you can, and I think these injector pieces are probably the best. Because I never have to farm these, because I have assault battles, and then I buy these every month. So yeah, but like Hellscream said in YouTube, the YouTube world, yeah, you can buy up to 20 shards of the current characters. So if you're not buying the pass, but you can get access to the character, buy the shards. If you can't, then I buy the signal data and then the injector pieces, and then that leaves you some more over where you can buy some gear. So, but it's up to you. It's up to you. That's just the best bang for the buck for me. So for you, it's not worth it, my dude. It's not worth it. It's an absolute like drop in the bucket. For me, when I was in normal conquest, I just spent it on gear 12 pieces or injector pieces, just to accelerate my progress so I can get to hard conquest faster. But buying 5 shards, 10 shards isn't going to do anything for you, like absolutely nothing. So I wouldn't recommend it. I would not recommend it. Yeah, the signal data is a good deal. It's an absolutely great deal. And signal data is my bottleneck. So I don't know about you guys, but my bottleneck here, signal data. Absolutely is signal data. So some people have like tons of this stuff. I don't. I do not. So that's my bottleneck, signal data. So that's a cheap way to accelerate it because I buy the pass. So. All right, Senator. Are you here, Senator? The slowest Senator. Normal pass hard. I don't know what that means, Rebel. I don't know what that means. Can you say that sentence but with different words? Preferably at the end. Preferably at the end. Cuz I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what that question means. Yeah, I farm signal data on double drops too. But I also relic characters, so. Oh, normal pass hard? Yeah, I get it. I get it. So, yeah. So the reason I do the $30 pack is for proving grounds. It's like it's worth it for me. If you look at the price of proving grounds, it's absolutely worth it. So I want to accelerate my scythe. Like I don't care about because before I was getting, what was I getting? I didn't have any of the Conquest characters. I'm a returning player, so I played in 2018, came back July of 2022. Yeah, July of 2022. And my account was really old, young by then. It was like 6 months or something. So July of 2022, I came back around that time. So I didn't have any Conquest characters. So when I had the Proving Grounds, it was a steal of a deal because I got a whole, after they put in the double like characters in there, I started buying it because it gave me 40 shards of Conquest characters. So that's a really good deal. Absolutely good deal. So I unlocked all the Conquest characters. So, yeah. So yeah, hard conquest, basic pass, the $10 pass, probably the best deal. So that's what I'll be doing. That's what I'll be doing. And I'll still probably only get the gold box. Because red box just isn't worth it to me. It's not worth it. Absolutely not worth it. Just the time it takes to do this is horrible. Absolutely horrible. If you were a if you're a player that is, you know, Kyber 1 or something, if you're just like waiting to get the newest thing and you're just like stockpiling all the time, then yeah, absolutely, red box is really important to you. But for me, like, I'm late game, but you know, I'm not farming the newest things, so it's not worth it. You have to look at like quality of life too. Quality of life, because this is like really annoying. It's a really annoying process, just farming this stuff. All right, so the Slavis Senator, are you still here? If you're not, I'm gonna move on to the next person, which is Baroness. Yeah, I guess Baroness. Can you drop your ally code? Yeah, some people do a lot. Emperor Jabba. I don't know if you've ever said anything, but you just redeemed hydrate. That's just what you want. You just want me to drink. Nah. You don't need Conquest Pass Plus to do red box. Plenty of people do it without it. You need crystals. You just refresh your energy. So, but a lot of people do like 100 crystal refreshes, and then they just farm Datacron stuff while also doing their farming. I don't know. I only do the 50s. Yeah, still have another 50 yet. So, not a big deal to me. Not a big deal. Hey, Emperor Java. Going pretty good. Going pretty good. I'm just doing some GAC reviews today. Some GAC reviews. What's today? 8:15? Actually, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do GAC reviews, honestly. I don't know. Because it didn't refresh. It didn't refresh. So maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll just do normal roster reviews today. And I'll do GAC reviews tomorrow. You know? Maybe I'll do that. Maybe. I don't have all the battles 3-star and have 4 GLs. What do you mean? Are you talking about the conquest? Mr. Senator? Oh, the normal? I'm what you call someone who doesn't care. Oh, cunt. Yeah. So I change your name. Change your name, cunt. Change your name. So I'm someone who hold on. Now I gotta open up my 1 second. Gotta go to Twitch. Go to my account. Creator dashboard. Kunked, I want to see your... Can you drop your ally code, my dude? Drop your ally code. Or I'll just Google it. Stream manager. Sorry, I'm just doing something real quick. So what does Slavist mean? The Slavist senator. What does that mean? Because when I saw that, honestly, I was like, oh, that's someone who's Eastern, really slow. Because I was like, that's someone who's Eastern European, like Slovakia. Middle Eastern. I updated your status. I don't know if you noticed it. Yeah, no problem. Now I know who you are. No, not. I didn't say that word. Cunt. So that's his name. That's not what I'm saying. So cunctator is his name. I didn't call him the C word. I'm not walking around here just like dropping the C word on people. Yeah. All right. All right, so cunt. Just let's look at your collection real quick just to refresh ourselves on what you have. So 2 GLs. Garbanzo Beans Fleets with a 5-star executor. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. I wonder what that name means. I don't even know what it is. All right. Look at your defense. Let's see your defense. Dude, what happened here, my dude? What happened here? Like, can you explain this one to me? Can you explain this one to me? What is this? What is this? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Totally fair. By the way, you can beat this solo. You can beat this solo. So if you ever have like a C variant, you just take SOKR in solo. Yeah. You would have won. You would have won. If you would have taken SOKR solo, you would have won this one. You would have won this Grand Arena. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, Slasher was dedicated to the cause. Slasher was dedicated to the cause. Alright, let's see. Ram Kota. Nice. She probably just played Roblox, my dude. She probably just played Roblox. Look at this guy. Angry Birds. That's a good game. Angry Birds. What is this? Look at this. Look at this guy. You have some funny opponents. You have some funny opponents. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. Like, this is a really good team. This is a really good team. If you take out Phasma and you put in Hux right here. Hux and Sith Trooper First Order TIE Pilot. I'm sure you've seen it. I don't know if you've seen it with my gameplay. But like, Hux, Sith Trooper First Order TIE Pilot slap. Like, they absolutely slap. Especially on defense. So as you can see, they got slapped on, so maybe, so here. So I have SOKR, my dude, I have SOKR. So I know the deal with SOKR, right? So against JMK, you need Old Daka, Zombie. Against Lord Vader, Kylo Ren, our crew, Watt. Jabba, crew, First Order. Rey, Mon Mothma. Mirror Match, crew, Hux. So yeah, take them on offense, because there's a really good chance that you won't need Hux. So you keep SOKR. If you're keeping SOKR on offense, just also take those three on offense, because they're absolutely a great team. And then you can go Hux lead or you can go crew lead. But very rarely, unless you're doing a mirror match or something, do you need all three. So, like, at least give yourself the option, because Hux, Sith Trooper, First Order TIE Pilot, absolutely slap. You can find something else. Just put like two other, what about 5v5? 5v5? I don't know, my dude. I don't have the team saved like that. So 5v5, it really depends. Sometimes I'll do a Daka Zombie, SOKR or crew, what? But essentially, like, SOKR's effectiveness in 5s isn't, like, in 3s, SOKR, like, is an absolute beast, a monster. In 5s, I just generally use him with his normal First Order team, like the full First Order. So you can use like Daka Zombie, or you can use like Geobrood Alpha, Watt, Armor Thrawn or something. So there's a lot of variants that you can do with SOKR. But in 5s, he's more than likely absolutely fine with his normal like starting team. But in 3s is like where SOKR really shines. Because in 5s, SOKR isn't beating JMK. He can still probably beat Lord Vader maybe. But it's a lot riskier. But in 3s, SOKR really slaps. 5s, he's okay. He's okay. So this wouldn't work because Darth Malik, he stops the turn meter train. He stops Sith from gaining turn meter. So it like really slows down this train here. Do you know what works here? I don't know if you have it. You probably don't have it. But Imperial Troopers like slap this. Absolutely slap it. You go in, you kill Bastila Shan. Dark Trooper punches Darth Revan 4 times in the face and he just dies in one volley. And then you kill Darth Malik because Darth Malik will just keep doing the drain because you trigger his health drains. But he doesn't drain all that much because he's draining because you have the, what do you call it, Dark Trooper linked. And Dark Trooper has like 1/4 of his health, right? Because it's like his total health divided by 4. So it does like almost no damage and he doesn't heal all that much. So Imperial Troopers, if you have it, absolutely slap Sith Empire. As long as you outspeed them. Yeah, good job on this, my dude. Good job on this. Good job on dominating Cake Statty. So the funny thing about the name Cake Statty is it could be like incredibly sexual or it could be incredibly like homely. Because it could just be like a dad who bakes, or it could be a dude who likes to be called daddy who loves big butts. You know, so you don't know what this guy's all about. He could be all about them. He could be all about that booty, or he could just be like this wholesome dude who's just a baker. We'll never know. We'll never know what Cake's daddy was all about. Yeah, or he likes pancakes or something. All right, so we got some actual matches here. Some actual matches. That was a weird week. That was a weird week. Oh, hey, you changed your name, Cunctator. You did it. Nice. I like it. All right, let's look at your defense. Ray, nice, nice. Yeah, that's definitely a possibility, Dr. Wiley. Or he could just be a pervert who likes big butts. Either or. We'll never know. We'll never know. How do you lose this? How do you lose this? Like Ray with no Ben is free. Ray with no Ben is absolute. Hey Badger. Ray with no Ben on defense is like absolutely free. What did you just come back to? I don't know, my dude. I don't know. But like this guy lost. This guy lost. Even I normally wouldn't even put Ray on defense against someone who has Starkiller because it's like absolutely free. Absolutely free. This guy probably has like absolute garbage mods on this. I don't know. I don't know. Because all you do is like you kill Ray. All you do is you kill Ray. Hey, Dark Kaiser. Nice. Yeah, because you go all in on Ray, right? All in on Ray. And then she's in damage immunity. And then you go all in and you just kill her. She doesn't even get to ult, nothing. It's like, it's the easiest fight in the world. If you guys have Star Killer, yeah, that's totally fine. Cunctator. I used to, but I stopped. I used to, but I completely stopped. Because I scouted my enemies, and then the only thing I scout now is to see how I want to attack them. That's it. Elliot, my dude. Elliot, my dude. We just started. We just started. So, are you in a rush, my friend? Are you in a rush? So, yeah, that's a fair thing to do, Wiley, Dr. Wiley. But to be fair, the majority of people have an Omi on Treya. Yeah, but yeah, Riva absolutely gets slapped against Treya. Even like I took it out with the Gear 12 Treya. A Gear 12 Treya like absolutely slaps. Not in threes. Oh, Rex. Yeah. Yeah, this is crazy. That's crazy. The thing is, if Starkiller dies though, if Starkiller fails against a solo Ray, that solo Ray is really hard to kill. Like Ray does not have a lot of off meta counters. Like she's really hard to kill. I guess Gas can beat her. Without Ben, Gas can beat that. So yeah, see, this team's slapping. Slap at a base. But if I would still take this on offense. First order TIE pilot, Sith Trooper. Really good with Hux. Really good. A lot of utility. A lot of utility. Dr. Wiley, do you have all protection? Do you have all protection on your Palpatine? And then the protection Zeta? Do you know that reminds me. That reminds me. I have a potency. Where do I have my? That reminds me. Yeah. That reminds me, actually. Okay. Yeah. So right now, Elliot, we're doing the first one. So Baroness. Baroness. So you're the third person. We'll get to you, Elliot. We'll get to you. So yeah, you're the third on the list. So I used to have that problem too, with Palpatine dying. But so if you put, you don't need crazy mods on him. But this Zeta is really important. This Zeta is really important. 50% max protection. So this is like super important. Whenever he's shocking people, he's getting plus 5%. So this, for surviving, this protection is really important. Sometimes he's gonna die, but if he's consistently dying, you need more protection. So you should have protection here. I have potency here. I need to change this, honestly. Protection there. Hold on, let's see if I can change this actually. Yeah, I don't think I have a good alternative. Yeah, I don't. Maybe some other day. But yeah, that could be a problem. Is the Zeta, and then if you have because I need to change this mod out. I need to change this mod out. I just don't have that for whatever reason. I just don't have good protection. So like this is a really good one, but it's on my JML. Hey, Wind Grace, how's it going? So yeah, put protection on the cross and not potency, and that'll help. Yeah, so same thing here, Cunctator. Just go solo SOKR. So you don't need Kylo Ren Mass or Hux, because you don't want C to link. You don't want C to link. So essentially he like linked and killed these dudes, and that's just like decimating your banners, just decimating it. So just have faith and confidence in your SOKR that he's gonna absolutely slap SOKR C. Like you don't need anyone else. Just go solo SOKR and he'll just absolutely slap that C. You need to get your Dark Trooper up. You need to get your Dark Trooper up. So if you had Dark Trooper Relic 5, you would have a Sith Empire counter if your Dark Trooper was Relic 5. Malak solo, I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, this is good. I do this too. So a lot of times I'll take Malgus solo, or I'll put Malix with like with a Sith Marauder and Talon or something, and then I can take Malak and solo something, and then I'll do this. I'll do Revan, Basilisk Shan, and Sith Empire Trooper. Or sometimes I'll use Set, like just having Treya and Set that can take out like Geos. So sometimes I'll do that. Like he just mows the lawn and then takes out all those bugs. Star Killer. You should put that up to relics too. Your Star Killer demands relics. He demands it. Alright, yeah, okay. Do I bother with Palp speed? I think so, yeah. I think I had decent speed on Palp. Pretty sure. It's like maybe 270s or something. Nothing too crazy. Like he gets a lot of turn meter. But I don't have him slow. So the thing is, they're going against the GL, right? So usually Star Killer is going against the GL. So yeah, they have plus 70 speed. Yeah, like 271. So like 129 speed. So that's still decent, right? It's still like decent. So it's not like the slowest. He's not my like top tier. So this isn't like my top tier mods or anything. These are just like okay mods. But yeah, like these could do better. So, but they're just okay mods. B tier mods. High protection overall. 60,000. So at 90,000 with a Zeta, which is like not that good because I need to put this as soon as I have a good speed or potency one with protection primary. I'm gonna move that over there. I just don't have it right now. I just don't have it. My funnest team? Probably Imperial Troopers. Yeah, so what was up with this? Why'd you go Rex 5s Kyle? Honestly, like Rex and 5s could take this. Just like, so whenever you have something free like this, like just use you can use OG Kylo. I know you have OG Kylo. So Oh, okay. So OG Kylo can solo stuff like this. Or stuff like this. Like this is where OG Kylo really comes in. So you don't have a lot of time where your OG Kylo is going to be useful for you. But OG Kylo absolutely can solo things like this. Phoenix, yeah, I just have a low gear. I haven't put investment into my Rex. So what did you use here? Malevolence? Because you have the home one Malevolence. The Malevolence with the home one. Oh no, never mind. Sorry, I'm reading that wrong. So Malevolence versus home one. You should get your Separatist. You should get your Separatist up and running. Farm your ships. Farm your pilotless ships. Okay. As we speak, you just simmed the button right now. Let's see this. This looked like a knife fight right here. A knife fight. So the thing is, Dr. Wiley, my speeds are like pretty decent too. They're okay. They're okay. Hey, Rebel. So the whole team's pretty fast. I think that's pretty important. This sucks. So you messed up. So you have to ult during her when she ult, you have to ult. Cause essentially like oh okay, never mind. Sorry, defense. Yeah, so your opponent sucks. Your opponent sucks. I guess Ray's been doing some good things for you, my dude. Ray's doing some good things for you. I personally, I wouldn't even think of putting Ray on defense without Ben, but like at lower leagues, she's like slapping. She's absolutely slapping people. So yeah, she's doing a good job. She's doing a great job, actually. Because I'm telling you, if you don't have the right counter for Ray, she's like really impossible to take out. Ray's just like super strong, unless because she gets beat like real easy by Star Killer, and I just think so many people have Star Killer without Ben. I don't know. Maybe people just don't know how to play. Maybe people just don't know. I don't know. Because when I go against a Ray and they don't have Ben, Ray just goes down. It's not even a fight. It's just the absolute stomping, like an absolute stomping. Because Ray will be like, oh, here's some protection up. So she does this move, right? And then I'm like, okay, my turn. And then I just like put her immediately in damage immunity. She takes another turn and does something, probably like a whirlwind or something. So that brings my palp down to like lowish health. And then it's my turn. So I pull it out of the sky. Oh, right. Because I'm just running that turn meter train. And then I kill her. And then I kill her friends. And it's really easy. And it's max banners. So for like Ray, I don't know. I don't know how people aren't like just absolutely demolishing her with you know what? Maybe that guy lost because he like was targeting her friends and didn't just focus down Ray. Because if she's getting like multiple whirlwinds back to back and you're putting like her whole team into damage immunity first without taking care of Ray, then yeah, she can really like mess you up. So maybe it's just like user error. I don't know. Yeah, I would say maybe choose something else for this. I really like this team. If you want to leave it, I guess, but I would even like, I would put shock clones here, and then I would take this on offense, personally. So for this, Kunked, if you use a burner first, that makes this a lot more reliable. Because essentially, Executor is going to use its AoE, and it's just going to kill something right off the bat. So I imagine they probably killed like your Spy Starfighter right off the bat. Like just boom, killed it, and then it was gone. And then now you're fighting like one man down. So I would say, like, if you're gonna, because you can absolutely, like, I used a 5-star Malevolence. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. I keep seeing like horrible gameplay, and I'm like, how to fix this gameplay? I'm sorry. I need to drink some more of my energy drink. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll just look at your account real quick, Luke. Absolutely. Yeah, this doesn't have enough juice. So Dash Rendar, I think, isn't that great, honestly. Dash Han Chewy, fantastic. That punch is so up. Dash with like loser scoundrels, it's not real reliable. Dash is the king of letting you down. So Dash is like Dash without Han and Chewy, or like actual supporting cast like IG, Vandor, Chewbacca, Quill or something. Just like he's just gonna let you down. He's gonna promise you the world, but he'll never show up to your birthday. That's the kind of a person Dash is. Yeah, I'll look at it, Luke. I'll look at it. Yeah, this would never have worked against that. Han shoots first. Kills Shock. That's tough. For something like this, you have to take something that's pretty strong. Because that Han shoots first mechanic is like, yeah, and stuff like this, like have more confidence in your SLKR. Just solo. You can solo stuff, or if you really want to, crew, but you don't need the whole cast. Hux just like stole 2 banners from you. Yeah, this doesn't work. Treya, you can use Treya here. So Treya, Savage, if you have Savage at R5, and Darth Vader beats this. You don't have them? You should get them. They're really cheap. To gear 12. They're practically free. Because they take 0 Kairos. They take absolutely 0 Kairos. So, yeah. I would recommend just take Treya up to gear 12. Even Savage gear 12 still like does a lot of work, and they're absolutely budget. Well, the thing is, they're pretty much free, my dude. They're pretty much free. I get you, because people always tell me all the time, like, why don't you build up that character that takes like 350 Kyrotech? Like, why don't you build up that 350 Kyrotech character? It's like, yeah, because I don't have that 350 Kyrotech to spare. But these characters are absolutely free. They're just raid currency, and that is absolutely free. Like that's the cheapest stuff right now. So if all it takes is raid currency to gear them up, like Carbontes and stun cuffs and whatever else, like it's super cheap. It's worth it because it gives your account like actual power, like relic level power. Yeah, it's so easy. To gear these old characters. It's like absolutely free. Hey Decepticons, how's it going? Yeah, Relic 8. That's tough. Yeah, if you had him gear 12 with the Omicron, maybe. I don't know. Gas is hard. Gas is hard. Ooh. This wasn't good. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, his damage ramps. Actually, Savage is not a good person to tank against Gas, because Savage like ramps through his he gets so many buffs that he just like ramps up Gas's. First he is Savage, second is Gas. I don't know what that means, but Savage, he all his buffs kind of like turbocharge Gas, so he makes him do a lot of damage. So pretty much the only chance I have against Gas is if I go okay, yeah. So if I have luck with Treya, Nihilus, Savage, and then when Gas does the AoE, if he just like takes Savage's or Nihilus's health down a little, and then that means he resets all his cooldowns, and then I can just assassinate Gas. So that sometimes you can get lucky with that. Yeah, but also like I don't know if you have it because I don't remember. But CLS, what do you call it? C3PO, Chupio. They're a really reliable Gas counter that I use. You can just use CLS and 5, but CLS, 3PO, and Chupio, that's a good 3s counter for them. Fin Po. Nice. I'm assuming he had some. Okay, yeah, you attacked. Just couldn't get through it. Yeah, this guy looks like he's a bigger account than yours. Like a massive account for you. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you just have these mismatches, right? Sometimes you do. But Ray with Ben, Gas, as OKR. And a JMA hidden here. So yeah, sometimes there's not much you can do. So if you do get like Dash Han Chewy, they beat this team really easy. So CLS as well. So I don't know if you would want something like that or what you're currently farming, but CLS is a really good side farm whenever you get the ability to get them. They do a lot for you. Hey Mark, good afternoon my dude. Yeah, but I don't see any serious like yeah, so I don't see any serious like flaws or anything in your plan. And the problem with just where you are is either a lot of times you're just outclassed, right? Or there's just things that you just don't have to beat certain things. Because there wasn't anything, I didn't see anything where if you would have like attacked things in a different order, I would say the two things that you could probably do better is take that first order team on offense. It's a really good team, believe it or not. It's a really good team. Even against like gas, like if you would go in with like I think it has a chance to clean up something like that. Just because they have so much speed and so much damage that they could just like possibly just absolutely rip through teams, like absolutely rip them. I don't think like they can take out things like this where they just go first, but or this, but they're a really solid team. They're a solid team. And then a lot of times you take your SOKR with like the full team, and all that is doing is giving you less banners. So there's some things CLS can just solo, right? Just the same thing. Just think about the way you can think about it is if you were going on offense against a solo SOKR, would you beat that? Would you beat the solo SOKR with that? And then most of the time the answer is no. Like you take a full team of C against a solo SOKR, you're gonna lose, or you know, whatever else. So it's something to think about, because you can save yourself some banners. And then Hux is a great, and Crew is great, so you can save them for offense, because they can still do some things. They can still do some things like a gas solo. I think you can now stun him. So if you would take in like some leftover first order, you take in Crew, like he can stun, and then you just like kind of like beat down gas. So yeah, something to think about, right? Something to think about. But other than that, like you're playing solidly. You have a really good defense with taking SOKR on offense, and then having Ray and your executor on defense, and so you're doing good. You're doing good. You're gonna climb, and there's gonna be a point where you just like you're gonna hit a wall, which is usually around a rhodium. Around a rhodium, you're just gonna start facing opponents that are just like really big, really like just ginormous, and then you're probably gonna have to like, I don't know, change your strategy from there. But this strategy should work all the way up to a rhodium, and then a rhodium you're just gonna get squashed by like absolutely massive accounts, and you'll have to change your strategy from there once you get there. All right, next is Baroness. Baroness, can you drop your ally code, please? Por favor. Por favor. But you're doing well, my dude. You're doing well. That first, I guess the second round of 3v3 was really weird for you. I get you're in a hospital, but these rounds were weird. Not that great. Not that great. I guess it's usable at like, I don't know, 5 or 6 stars or something. But if you don't have the something else, hey, thanks for the donation, Kunked. Unnecessary, but thank you. I appreciate you and all you've done for me. So absolutely. You're already home. Nice. But thank you, Kunked. All right, Baroness, are you here? All right, I'll give you like a minute, Baroness, and then we gotta jump to the next person, and then I'll get you afterwards. Or Elliot, are you here? Elliot? Calling all Elliots. Excuse me, Mr. Elliot. Are you here? Baroness Elliot, show me some signs of life. Hey, Agnards. The cool jazz of my ASMR. Yeah, after this, Agnards, I'll hit you up so that we can work on your technicalities, the technical. The technicalness. You have a... You're working from home this week or something? I think you said something like that. All right, so we got... So if I don't hear from Elliot or Baroness soon, I'm just gonna jump to Luke. So, cause I think Luke's here. No doubt. Winter break? Oh, nice, dude. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I just had a 4-day weekend for the, what do you call it? President's Day. But now I'm back at work. Sadly, back at work. Back to the old grind. All right, so Luke Norman, are you here? Mr. Luke Norman? Yeah, Cunctator. You got a fan. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and drop your ally code. Oh, okay. Elliot, you're here. Elliot, drop your ally code, please. Oh, you're here. I think you already dropped it. All right, so I'll get you next, Luke, as long as Baroness isn't here. All right, so Elliot, when we do your, we can do a roster review some other time. So once we're Are you sure it's right? Okay, there it is. Jope 2, are you in Little Holy Terrors? Is this you? Yeah, that's you. So I was in Little Holy Terrors too. I was in Little Holy Terrors. Your guild leader is a really small account. Where's she at? Little Brat. Yeah, Little Brat. I remember that. Little Brat was cool. I liked her. I liked her. Her account is absolutely tiny though. Absolutely tiny. So she like just manages the guild, but she does not do very much. She doesn't do much with her guild. Her cat. Yeah, I still remember her though. Because I was in this guild a while ago. Little Holy Terrors. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what you have real quick, just to get a frame of reference of what you got. All right, so you got 3 GLs, gas, Star Killer. Only Executor. Okay. So what do you do? What do you do if you see What do you do if you see a Leviathan on defense? Just lose? I don't know what your strategy is. I don't know what your strategy is. I don't see anything in here that's like taking out a Leviathan. Not even close. Not even close. I'll say that. I'll say that. Having the strategy of if you see a Leviathan, you just lose is not a good strategy. I think you do you do the JMK and pray? That's what I'm assuming here. You do the JMK and pray. So let's look at your defenses. Okay. You're like two. So on YouTube, you can just like move it up. Just move it up. Just drag the thing and then just move it over. Like just and then move it over, and you'll be up to date. You'll be up to date. You have 2 accounts. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is your defense, right? Kember is the leader in game. Run the other way. Oh, okay. Are you in Little Holy Terrors too? The Cunctator? Or you just know them as well? No? Oh, you just know them? She was the recruiter? I think she was the recruiter who I talked to. Little brat. Or she's just a... Oh, you just opened their GG. Let me auto-translate this. Delph. 1 second. There are Russians. Cool. All right. All right. So you go with the JMK and pray. Yeah. Are there Russians? The way it translated at Google for me is like there are Russians. What are they in a rush for? So my you know Russian? Nice. Nice. I don't know Russian. My shard chat is filled with Russians. It doesn't take a whale to get Leviathan, my dude. It doesn't take a whale. I'll say this. This Empire fleet, because here. So you don't have to just lose. You don't have to just lose. If you invest a little into Empire, you can still beat. We'll go back to your stuff. But you don't have to just like take an L. Because I beat Leviathans all the time. With my Leviathan on defense. So with yeah, she's relic 1 right now, but before she was gear 12. So if you fully build up this ship, you just have Iden at gear 12. And then you have the TIE Interceptor here. And this was like, yeah, my TIE Interceptor is fully built up right here, but it wasn't built up before either. So like, I just had the bare minimum to do the first turn, reinforce, and then an R3 Chimera, like fully built up. And I'm able to beat 7-star Leviathans 2-shot. If it's like a weaker Leviathan, then I can, so the thing is, Elliot, you can have a counter for everything. you can. Because I do. Like you and I are very similar where we are in the game. Very similar. But like I have 7.9 million GP. I don't remember how much you had. But we're not that far apart. but there's nothing in the game that if they put it on defense, I just lose. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I can be on ground with SOKR, Ray, JML, like Star Killer, Malgus, Treya, Savage, all these things. I have a counter to literally everything. And then on ships, I can off meta counter everything. So Chimera can beat Executor and Leviathan. I have the Finalizer that beats Executors and the Malevolence that can beat Profundities. So while it's not 100%, of course, like it is a chance, and there's nothing in the game that where I just lose. And yeah, you don't need to get there if you're going with the JMK and Prey. Like I don't have JMK. I'm not particularly in love with the JMK farm, just because he doesn't bring. Hey, Unholy Baroness, can you? Yeah, there you go. So now I see it. So I'll get you next. I'll get you next. Sorry. I just wanted to make sure you're here before we do it. But I'll say this: like the JMK and Prey is absolutely a defense, because as like you can see here, people are just like failing against your JMK. So and the better Datacron that you can get, the better it'll do. And I'll say if you want to make this, it's a little late. Okay, yeah, I get it, but I'm saying, well, because my GP is not like high. My GP is not high, but you don't need crazy investment into Empire to counter everything, is what I'm saying. Because you can absolutely have that counter without needing a crazy amount of investment into it. So. Because I have 2 more million GP, but it's not like I have a crazy amount more stuff than you. Because even my last Grand Arena, I just got JML. Like I just got JML. So essentially, but you have gas. So it kind of like makes it even. The biggest thing I have that you don't have is I have a second GL ship. That's it. So I have 2 GL ships that I put on defense. We just have different strategies, but you have different strategies. But yeah, like I don't know. I just don't prescribe to just like if someone puts something on. Yeah, so I just don't prescribe to that. Is like, hey, I can't win. Like you could absolutely lose, right? Like you would absolutely lose by depth, right? By depth. So they just have more stuff. And sometimes you're going to go against people that just like, yeah, I get it. I get it. But how old is your account? Let's see. Is this a free-to-play account? Free-to-play, or you? Well, obviously not. I think you bought some bundles, right? Because how old is your account? So your account is older than my account, time-wise. Yeah, because you have more time played than I do, actually. So your account is older than mine. So it's just resources, right? Okay, yeah. So without the Lightspeed bundles. So Yeah, that's understandable. That's understandable. So you didn't buy the hyperdrive bundle? No hyperdrive? Nope. I guess not, right? I guess it turns it gold, right? You bought the hyperdrive? Yeah. So yeah. That would yeah. All right, let's see. Defense, crew. Interesting. What do you use with SOKR? No hyperdrive? Yeah. So this guy doesn't know how to put his defenses. This is super irregular. So what do you normally use? What do you normally use with SOKR? Like, is this your normal SOKR team? Because I see you put them on defense. I see you put the first order on defense here. So these 5 are like his. Yeah, yeah. So what I'm asking though is your SOKR. Like, what's up with this? What's up with this? Like, why do you take this specific blend of teams on offense? Oh, okay. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, because I was wondering. Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, what's up with this? Yeah, that's what I was like, what's up with this? What's up with, okay, cool. You just didn't, yeah, totally understandable then. Totally understand. Just wanted to make sure. Just wanted to make sure. Because I was like, if you're gonna like put all your first order on defense, I'm like, just, you know, even though SOKR is not a great defense team, I'm like, just throw them on defense. So for Jabba, you don't need Hux. You just use a first order officer and crew. And that way you can take Hux, first order TIE pilot if you have it, and Sith trooper, or Hux, whatever. If you don't have the TIE pilot Omicron, then you can do like a Hux, first order stormtrooper, and Sith trooper too. Yeah, it's totally fine. That's totally fine. I'm not hating on this. I'm not hating on it. I was just trying to understand. Hey Enigma, how's it going? All right, you have a wonderful night. Thanks for stopping by. I was just curious what your mind frame was on it. That's it. Yeah, this guy, your defense, your opponent has a really crappy Malgus defense. I don't know if you have 3PO and 2PO, but CLS, 3PO, and 2PO beat this, especially without 5s and Rex. And then you can save Chewbacca and Han for, you can put them in, if you don't have what do you call it, Dash, you can put them with like Wedge or Bam, and they work just fine. So for this, you can do this. You can do this, but generally I do a burner first. So I do a burner first. So you take in like what do you call it? Not the executrix. Mace's ship or something. You take in Mace's ship. So you take in Mace's ship and then you put in 3 really weak pilots. Not so weak that the AoE will kill them. So don't put like level 1 gear 1 ships, but like enough ships that aren't like relic, because you don't want them to survive a bunch of turns. Pretty much you want them to like AoE kill 1 ship, like, and then Xanadu Blood will go and kill 1 ship, and then Razor Crest will go and kill 1 ship, and then, or you know, just enough. I like Clone Sergeant, because Clone Sergeant can survive long enough, because they'll AoE the weakest, and then the Xanadu Blood will kill the other one. Clone Sergeant has enough health points so that Razor Crest will attack it and it'll survive. Okay. I'm just saying, it just makes it so when I had to go in with a Malevolence against Executor, because it's not like a great counter. Finalizer is a much more reliable one, in my opinion. But if I had to go in with the Malevolence, which I did, I burnered it and then I just went in and beat it. So yeah, because I would rather take a full clear than, you know, a loss, personally, because like Malevolence is a really strong fleet. Because if you use a burner, they just don't have anything. They just like basic, and then that's it. And then Malevolence just starts tearing through the Houndstooth from there, and then it's an easy win. So something to think about. If you just need the full clear, feel free to like burner it, and it makes it a lot more reliable. I would do the same thing against like, because even though I can take a Chimera and beat it or whatever, if I just need a win and if I full clear it, then I absolutely just like would burner it, and then like not anymore, because now I would just like finalizer it with no problem. But back before I had like my finalizer fully developed, I would do that just because the full clear. Something to think about. Like you ended up clearing it anyways with your Executor, so it worked. But something to think about, because maybe you could have taken. Oh no, never mind. Yeah, they had a Profundity on defense. There's. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is hard. Because you need the Malevolence for the Profundity. But without the Marauder, even with the burner, this is hard. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. Rough round right there. Rough round. Unlucky. You don't always see Profundities on defense. It's actually rare. That's actually rare. Most people take their Profundities on offense. Okay. Your JMK and Prey defense held on this one. So that's great. JMK is a strong defense. He's a really strong defense. Honestly, if I don't have JMK, I don't plan on farming him anytime soon. But the second I do, I'm throwing him on defense. Because people, even if they take the right counter, they just lose. They just lose. So it's a really strong team. Wow, this is shocking right here. Duoing it. JMK, Ahsoka just absolutely like... If he would have had Geobrood Alpha or something, I think this would have won. If he had Geobrood Alpha instead of Maul, because she still like goes and instant kills Malik. But if he would have taken the Geobrood Alpha, she would have instant killed the ad, and then that would have gave him enough time to like get the ult off. Interesting. Personally, so I see you have the Executor on defense, right? I don't know what your normal record is, but I always go triple attacker personally, just because, and maybe with a like, so it doesn't work as well with the finalizer. Because a lot of people right now have the finalizer. So, and that's their counter, you know what I mean? So something to think about. Like I prefer, if I put my executor on defense, I just go triple attacker. Like you can do whatever you want, but just so the finalizer counter doesn't work against it. This is rough. I could see why this, because yeah, this is, oh, the IG, yeah, the comeuppance, yeah. Welcome back. That's rough though. This is rough. I still think you would have a good chance. I think you'd still have a good chance of beating this. Unfortunate. I guess it depends on the speeds and everything. But yeah. At least it took out Savage. It's good. Yeah, so for something like this, Treo works really well. Treo works really well. But, you know, I think you've probably felt like you had to take Treo there. But Treya's for this lineup, I take Treya. Yeah. This is good. This is really weird. This is really weird. Bygone Luke. Savage solo. Solid. Yep. This will do it. Dash on Chewy. Excellent. Bounty Hunters. Wampa. Oh, there's no way that would have worked. Imperial Troopers. Yeah. Without Savage, Imperial Troopers beats this. With Savage, I don't think they can get through Savage. There's no way. That's rough. You don't have the Y-Wing farmed up? This is pretty good, honestly. This fleet here is like really survivable. Oh, this sucks. You ran out of teams. That sucks. This would upset me. This would upset me. This would upset me. Just running out of teams. Because any one more ship would have done it. Yeah, that's rough. But yeah, your JMK held, so you're good here. Yeah, with your, I could see where your defense, like fleets, doesn't matter. Because if your JMK holds, you just have to clear 2 zones, right? Or I guess 3 zones. So if you don't clear ships, it's not as big of a deal to you. Where to me, ships are really important. So I have a different strategy than you. I go with a fleet strategy. So I have a fleet defense. So I have to go for the full clear, because if I don't clear their ships, then my ground defense is so weak that they'll win on efficiency. Like now, lately I've won a few times on efficiency, but like the JMK. But yeah, when next time I'll look at your mods. Next time when we do when I do your account review, I'll look at your mods to see what your mods are all about. But this is about strategy, GAC strategy. But I like your the JMK and Prey. I don't know why. Even in low kyber, like people just can't deal with JMK well. I don't get it. Like there's so many things, especially since you don't have the no revive cron. Like they can Jabba, they can Leia, they can SOKR Daka Zombie this, or they can mirror JMK, but they all just lose. Yeah, the JMK and Prey. Yeah, I totally get it, dude. I totally get it. Yeah, because I have a strategy video for Grand Arena strategy, and I cover the JMK and Prey. I absolutely covered it. So it's a viable strategy. It's an absolute valuable strategy, because I said there was 2 strategies pretty much. Why did I start using swgoh.gg? What do you mean, cunt? Like, for Grand Arena or for reviews? Reviews? Oh, so this isn't a review. So for roster reviews, I use the in-game. So for roster reviews, I use in-game. So I'm doing this because this is a GAC review. So I can't review someone's Grand Arena in game. So this is the only medium that I can. Hey, Misku. So this is the only medium I can review, like Grand Arena stats. So, and then if someone has something weird here, then I could always, like I have insights as well. So I can just go to like GAC insights and then look up the battles and stuff. So that's why I started doing it this way. But this is a different format. So I do roster reviews. This is completely different. This isn't roster reviews. This is Grand Arena reviews. So I'm not here to like comment on their mods, what they're building, what they should farm. That's not what this is all about. Like this is about like Grand Arena strategy, and how they're using their account. Kyber 4 as 4.7 million. Nice, dude. Nice. Really impressive. Nice. Yeah, so that's what I say, Elliot. That's what I preach as well. Like mods and ships is what I preach. You went a different strategy, which is fine. It's actually, if your strategy holds, it's an easier win because you don't have to go for the full clear. So one day I'll farm JMK. I don't know. Maybe I'll farm it. So in threes, Elliot, in threes, you can have a JMK counter right now in threes. If you just get Daka Zombie, but I don't know if you want to put that much investment. But Daka Zombie, that's my counter. That's what I use to beat JMK in threes, is SOKR Daka Zombie, and that's how I beat JMK. Yeah. So. Yeah, but I personally, I believe in a ship's defense. I believe in a ship's defense. I like it. I like it. And the reason I do that is because ships is the #1 JML Hoda Oldben. JML's not as reliable. JML's not as reliable. JML in 5s is better in 5s because it has more. So he just has a viable defense. I don't know what his he probably has like an S tier GL, puts it on the front wall, and just has to clear like two zones or something. But Erodium's not that hard. Erodium's not that hard to like climb up. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, Riva. Treya absolutely like demolishes Third Sister. You don't ever use a tank. I've noticed you don't use tanks with your SOKR. Generally, I do like one tank with them, like Crew or something, or Faust. So, and then that like, because if you go SOKR, even Faust, like SOKR Faust, First Order Officer, that saves Hux with to go lead another First Order team. And Hux is actually really good. Hux is really good, especially in 3s, like Hux, Sith Trooper, First Order Storm Pilot, or not First Order Storm Pilot, the Omicron, the TIE Fighter Pilot Omicron, like really strong team actually on offense. Yeah, this sucks. This is easy. So generally for this, I don't go straight into Nihilus. I take out Treya first because Treya is a lot squishier, and then I kill Nihilus. But I don't know why you lost. Maybe because you chose like Nihilus as your first target. I don't know. Because Nihilus has a lot of health. Treya goes down real easy. So I kill her, and then even if like you kill her, that's a much easier cleanup. Like let's say like Nihilus survives or something. I think this is a much easier cleanup with like Nihilus Scion than having Treya survive. But I use the same thing. Similar, like my Veers is like gear 12 instead of 11. But I just go all in on Treya, and then Nihilus, and then Scion goes down real easy. Yeah, Dash is a disappointment, an absolute disappointment. He's good with Han and Chewie, but like he just like people are like, oh, I'll just use Dash against Geos, and then he just fails and dies. So he's not that good. He's not like he has if he has a support cast, he can be really great. By himself, he's not like this end all be all character. I like this team. I like Jedi Knight Revan. Jedi Knight Revan was my first like real team, so I have a special place in my heart. Yeah, the anti-squish. The anti-squish is like pushing people really hard. They're pushing people real hard. This is good. This is good. Radis scares me. Radis scares me. I got ulted by one Radis. He threw the book at me, and now I'm scared of him. This sucks. This sucks. I don't like Nest. I don't like Nest personally. I didn't invest in the Nest. I didn't invest in the Nest. Yeah, that's rough. Zam is kind of thick. She's thicker than you would think, cause she's like stick thin. But she got some hips on her. She got some hips on her, cause she is thick. You try to go after Zam first. You're like, let me just like take her out real quick. You'd be surprised how much protection Zam can throw on. She got some thick thighs. Real thick thighs. Yeah, so at this point, you start seeing like your unfortunately, like the 6 million GP, like the width of your account, like it's a lot of teams, right? It's a lot of teams to hang out in Kyber. So even my account, like I have 8 million GP, and I start running out of teams. Like I have to start splitting teams. I use like what is it? Darth Maul, like not Maul, like Darth Maul with Star Killer or something, so that I can split like Mara Jade, Palpatine, and then that's a team, and then I can have Darth Maul with Star Killer and like OG Kylo, and that's a team. Because to field 15 teams on offense and 15 teams on defense is a lot. Like it is a lot. So you can see on these like on the back walls kind of stuff, like even though these are like absolute garbage teams, like you just run out of steam because it's a lot. Like for 6 million, you're just running out of steam, right? So totally get it. But luckily your defense, like as long as they don't full clear you, then you win. But I don't know. I think against here's the problem, right? Here's the problem. So the JMK and Prey doesn't work against good players, because if you get like one player that knows how to beat JMK, you know, it's like you lose. But you know, the same problem. Yeah. So it's like I have the same problem with ships, but believe it or not, with ships, it's still messy. And then I have everything for offense. So I have the flexibility of like, and I still think for smaller accounts, your strategy is much better. Like if I had JMK, I would go with a JMK and Prey, honestly. Even if he was my 5th GL, I would still go with the JMK and Prey. So I would probably do a hybrid where I'd put JMK on the front wall, and then I would throw Leviathan and Executor on the back wall. So I would do the same thing. So it's a viable defense. Once you start playing against people who know what they're doing, like your JMK is not going to hold. Like especially since you don't have the no revive cron. So if you had the no revive cron, that counters like Jabba's. But yeah, this is a good cron. The protection up cron is good. I'll say this, dude. James, you know, hot take, but JMK's modding isn't as big as you want to think it is. Like I know you're saying like your JMK's mods are really good. Like yeah, I'm sure they are. But it doesn't take that much to beat a JMK. It really doesn't. Even if you have like great mods. Yeah, this is nothing special. If I'm gonna be like completely honest with you, for how much? Hey Wolf. Yeah. So this isn't. We're doing good. This isn't like super great mods. These are okay. These are okay mods. I would classify them as like good mods. I would say these are good mods. But these aren't like Oh, these are so great mods that you're gonna like squash everyone. These are like normal mods that I would expect to see on a JMK. Like perfectly fine mods. So your mods on JMK are good, but these aren't the mods where they're going to beat an entire well, they are. This is good. 366. This is good. So good speed on cat. But still, like the difference of a like good mods on cat. Good mods on cat. So your cat is gonna beat out the other cat. But hear this, right? So the difference of like your JMK and another JMK is like really minuscule, percentage wise. So if you look at like your cat is gonna kill their tank, and then and the only thing your cat is doing is you're preventing them from doing like the cheese. These are good mods. No, these are good, like Egnards. These are good mods. These are absolutely good mods. But they're not like, especially the JMK. This isn't like, oh, this is the best mods I've ever seen. This is gonna absolutely like crush, you know. But they're good mods. They're good mods, and you have the primaries correct. You have a decent datacron. Like, yeah, your JMK is absolutely like good. But I think it's more of like your opponents just don't know what they're doing, honestly. So that's what I think. Is just like your opponents are just not great, which is fine. Like, hey, your defense is working. Not to say anything about what you're doing. Like, what you're doing is absolutely the right strategy for what you have. Like, if I had your account, I would go with the same thing, the JMK and pray. Honestly, I would probably take gas on offense. But yeah. Yeah. Well, it's because you don't need perfect mods. You don't need perfect mods. Like, cause my SOKR isn't like perfectly modded or anything, but it's like modded well. Just, I would say as well as yours. Kyber 3 players aren't good. A lot of them aren't. A lot of them aren't, honestly. A lot of them aren't. I'm not saying they're like Kyber. I've noticed a big difference in Kyber 2. Like because I was like the top. Yeah, Kyber 2 to Kyber 1. It's like Kybers are huge. Like the spread in Kyber is absolutely massive. So just because someone's in Kyber doesn't mean they're a good player. It just means that their account is either bigger than their opponents, or maybe there's some accounts that are like really small that know what they're doing. Like, absolutely. But being in Kyber doesn't mean you're a good player. Yeah, it doesn't mean you're a good player. Like, absolutely not. So there's plenty of players that just don't know what they're doing. I've seen tons of accounts in Kyber 2, in Kyber 3, that they just like have absolutely no idea what they're doing. They have horrible mods, they have horrible ships, and they just have like a really the person controlling the account just doesn't know what they're doing. But since it's like a resource management game and we're pairing our roster against someone else, like the bigger account sometimes just wins. And that person may not have an idea of what they're doing. So yeah, I don't see people lower GP than me either, Elliot. But here you are, you're lower GP than me. But when I play against people, because our the amount of like there's thousands of players in these leagues, but we only see like 9 a month. You know, not including your entire bracket, but like we only play against 9 players, so like what we see is pretty low. But I guarantee you there's like smaller account, like you look at Arnold's account, his alt, it's like 4 million or something, 4.5 or something like that. It's in Kyber. So there's absolutely like small accounts in Kyber. But you used a winning strategy, which is the JMK and pray. Like that's a very viable strategy. And even in my GAC guide, or my GAC strategy guide, I said like, hey, if you go with an S tier GL, you get a good datacron, you mod it correctly, it's gonna push you all the way into Kyber. Like it's gonna push you all the way into Kyber, because people in Erodium absolutely don't know how to play. Like they just don't know what they're doing. Like undeniable fact. But those people that don't know what they're doing in Erodium, some of them climb into Kyber and they still don't know what they're doing. So yeah, so a lot of people like this is a good account. This is a good account. I'm not like roasting your account or anything. I'll do a review on it some other time. But your strategy is totally viable. The only thing I don't like is how you're using your first order. This, like, I'm not a big fan of this. I would say anything that this team can do, he could probably do with either one or none of them. So yeah, but like and the things that you're struggling from is like the things that you just can't beat with time. Like you run out of steam. So you don't have the GP right now to field like 30 real teams, which is totally fine. And over time, like you'll continue to build your account, and then you can like mix it up, put some more on defense, take some more on offense. Build a GL fleet, take that on offense or take it on defense, depending on how strong it is. So I think your account's only going to get better and better. But yeah, I think it can struggle. Cause like honestly, if you and I got matched, yeah, so I like, cause SOKR was my first GL, so that's why I like, there's things that you can do. I just don't like this personally, because there's a lot you can do with Hux, especially like your account, you're running out of steam. So if you would have had Hux to lead another first order team, like maybe you could have took out another one of these teams. Like this team, Hux lead absolutely like dominates it. Or, this team, OG Kylo can solo this team. So you could have took crew and led 2 more first order teams to take out this one, and you just use crew. So you had the potential here to maybe get the full clear if you like maximized your first order. And yeah, people sleep on first order, but when you're going against like absolute garbage like this, Hux absolutely destroys this. This OG Kylo can beat this. Like maybe crew lead can beat this, because you just like stun Bosk, you kill the sides. Like there's things that you can do here that you can do a little better if you maximize your first order. So, and especially if you're no Zeta on OG Kylo, okay, probably not then. But there's things you can do here, you know what I mean? By just maximizing your first order. Yeah, I get it. We're all in the Zeta poorhouse. So that's all I'm saying is like, can you remove Hux for 5s too? I would not remove Hux for 5s unless I was soloing, or if I was going with like some other team that just didn't need Hux. So like if I was going for like a super SOKR, where I would put like GBA, Watt, the Armor Thrawn or something, TSP, players who've been playing since the start of the game are not Zeta poor. So there's a small elite group of people out there that aren't Zeta poor. All right, so Baroness, are you here? But good account, my dude. Good account. I'm interested to see your account. And do a full account review on your account. But there's one thing I could see that you could do better, which is just like your first order utilization, to stretch out your roster, because you have to be creative. You have to be creative when you're in the barrel and your arm is like, your head is in the barrel and you're like scrounging at the absolute bottom of that barrel, right? When you're just like, you're just scrounging, your legs are kicking in the air and you're just like, you're trying to gather up whatever you can at the bottom of the barrel. That's where you got to be real creative on your teams, real creative. And you got to like stretch them out. You got to stretch them out as much as you can. Like split that star killer, maximize your teams that are like honestly kind of garbage, but they're okay enough to like to take out that back wall, and you're just like out garbaging them just by a little. Like your garbage is just a little better than their garbage, and sometimes that's what you can like. You can try to squeak out some more full clears, you know, if you just like you gotta reach in and find that inner trash panda. You got to find that inner trash panda and be able to like scrounge up some absolute garbage characters to hit that 30, 15 teams on offense. Yeah. All right, let's look. Baroness. But good account, my dude. Good account. Good mods. I like it. I like when people have a viable strategy. Because that's all that matters, right? As long as you, because it takes time to build that. So as long as you have like a legit strategy that you're doing, you like thought out, this is what I'm gonna do, and then you execute it well, then that's what's important. All right, so defense. Lord Vader timed out. What is this? So this Lord Vader timed out to an altless Rey. Man, where are you at again? Bronzium 3. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. This player was really bad. This player belongs in Bronzium. This player may have C and Lord Vader, but they absolutely belong in Bronzium. They could have took this solo C. And beat this C. Yeah. So yeah, so I don't know. I just with my strategy, Elliot, like I go against players who have like literally everything. Like I go against Origin players. I go against like 10, 11, 12 million GP accounts. And I can still beat them. And that's what my strategy is about. And my strategy is about beating people who have everything. And I just didn't go with the S tier defense, like the S tier GL defense, because most people like ground. Like honestly, most people love ground, and a lot of those really bad players take like 6, 5, 6, 4 GLs on offense, and you throw enough GLs at JMK, you're gonna clear them, no matter the mods or the whatever. So yeah, that's just why I did what I did. You're bad too. He's just worse. Yeah. Sometimes that's what it's all about, Baroness. It's just the best worst. Whoever does the least worst. This is good. I do wish you would relic up Dark Trooper. Dark Trooper is really good. That Dark Trooper is really good. Wampa. Yep. Yeah, this player is horrible. You can see on their team utilization. You can look at this. Yeah, but you can't. It's not about that, right? Because we could look at it and be like, "Oh, we're 2 million GP apart, but you played longer than me." You know, it's not. But you're like free to play. So like it's not. It's a blend of things. Because let's say you it depends on what you farm too. So if someone goes for like a Lord Vader first, if someone goes for a Lord Vader first and then they go into Inquisitors, they're gonna have a less GP, but they could play for a long time because those farms take a long time. And then you're probably like hype, because I think you said your account was an alt too. So you can't compare an alt on a player who's like ultra focused on building an alt for a specific purpose and a strategy, compared to someone who just like learned the game and is learning the game and just playing, you know, because it's like it's apples and oranges. Yeah. Yeah, there's tons of casual players. It's a mobile game, you know? It's a mobile game. There's going to be tons of casual players. Not everyone's like super sweaty. I'm super sweaty. I'm greasy. I'm absolutely greasy. You see this? Absolutely greasy. I'm a sweaty dude. But not everyone's sweaty. Not everyone's sweaty. Not everyone lives their life that way. I sweat. I'm a sweater. I get nice and sweaty. But not everyone lives their life that way. Just proud of your slim roster. Yeah. So not my roster's full of bloat, my dude. My roster's full of bloat. I'm proud of how much GP I can dump in TB, right? Like Egnards knows what I'm talking about. You gotta bloat that roster. You gotta bloat that roster. Because I try to maximize every game mode, and having more GP means I get to drop more GP for rote TB. So sometimes it's good to have a little bit of bloat. Be a little big on your midsection. Who has Darth Revan and throws Darth Maul lead? Who does this? Look at this guy. Yeah, this is rough, Baroness. This is rough. Yeah, Egnards knows what I'm talking about. You gotta get that bloat. You gotta get that bloat. It's all about them stars. Yeah. That's why I personally, once Grand Arena went away from GP mattering, like you gotta bloat. You gotta stretch that roster. You gotta have notches on your belt that you made yourself, like with a knife or something, because you got so fat that you have to like put some extra things on there, you know? So ideally, I like rosters that are so fat they don't even use belts. They use suspenders. Like, you know, those really fat guys that just, yeah, I get it. I moved away. I moved away from that. It's the other way. Yeah, I get it. So suspenders. I'm going to go with the suspenders one. So I want your account so fat that you can't even use belts because you're so fat. You have to have suspenders. Yeah. Oh, I'm not fat, Cunctator. I'm not fat, so I don't know. I don't know what fat people do with their belts. I just assume they buy new ones, or they get the ones that like are sliding or something. I don't know. I've never really been fat though, so I was a sickly kid. Small. Probably. There probably is. There's super thin accounts that just, but I don't like them, because if you look at time played, because your account and my account, same time played. Like, we have the same amount of time played. If anything, your account has more time played. So yeah, your account has less GP than me by a lot, but it's like if we're playing the same amount of time, then what's the point? Like I can do more for my guild by having a bigger account than having like this super lean account that's just like just bragging rights. So I rather have peak efficiency than you know than just like peak being, because like the what you're building your account, that's like a legacy grand arena thing. Like it doesn't matter, it's the win or lose. That's the only thing that matters. It doesn't matter if anything you're at a disadvantage, because if you and I played and we tied on banners, like I would win because I'm the bigger account, even though I never win and I always face accounts that are bigger than mine. Yeah, it's just something to think about. Oh, there's Elliot. Not Baroness. Elliot. GAC is your focus. You need other things to feed into GAC. You need other things that feed into GAC. Because like your GAC is your focus, but you don't have Java. So naturally, someone who has Java is going to have a mod advantage over you, and that's going to turn into a GAC advantage. So there's things that are just better to have that make you more competitive in GAC, because I'm not a GAC focused account at all, believe it or not. Like I didn't build my account for Grand Arena. I built my account for more resources. That's it. And then it just happens to do well in Grand Arena. Yeah, the old system, Kaiser. The old system was that way. But we have a new system now. Man, these matches, you guys actually played. Oh man, Baroness, this is rough. This is a knife fight. Yeah, sorry, Cunctator. Sorry. Yeah, I absolutely should. So I have I do have them somewhere. I think I have it like on the bottom or something. Yeah, this is Baroness. This is an absolute knife fight. Look at this. 89 and 61, right? So this person beat this one round and just like lost. Like loss after loss after loss. After loss. I would beat you, Elliot, on D. So you're here's my ally code. And the reason I would beat you is I would easily beat your defense. I would full clear you and you couldn't clear my ships. And that's it. Like it doesn't matter what you have in your account. Like I would full clear you. And you can't clear Leviathan. I just win. There's nothing you can do. It wouldn't. It's not even like I would have no doubt in my mind of what a matchup in our accounts would be. And it's fine because I do have 2 more million GP. I'm the bigger account. I'm sure you lose to bigger accounts all the time. But I just don't think you have the account. Okay. I'll hit you up on Discord, Agnards. If you're ready by the time I'm done. If not, then we can do it some other time. Yeah. That's true. It's true. My wife always like beats me out. She wakes up before me, usually. She doesn't sleep that much. I don't know. I try to talk to her about that. But Cunctator, I used to have my chats up here, or at least I would have the where'd it go? Is this locked? 1 second. Hey, thanks to Press Wampa. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I should be done sometime soon, and then we can do that, Agnards. I'll hit you up on Discord. But yeah, but I have no doubt, Elliot, no doubt that, and it's just a simple fact is like, you don't have an answer to my defense, and a JMK defense to me is not anything. It's not even a consideration. It's not a worrisome. Like maybe when people start throwing like 5 GLs at me, 5 GLs is where it starts getting a little harder. But I still have like off meta counters. So I have an answer for if someone threw 8 GLs on defense. I have a plan on beating those 8. It just, if it's gonna go to plan, I don't know. If I do it 10 times, maybe I'll win 4 out of 10 or something. But there's nothing anyone can do as far as going a full offense of losing. And then if they can clear my ships, then they can beat me. They can win. And if they can't, then I win. And that's just how it is. But it's a strategy. We all have different strategies. Timeout? Oh, they took out your Mandalorian. Yeah, sorry, Baroness. This sucks. This sucks. Because if they would have took out any one of these others, yeah, maybe. Honestly, Leia Profundity Afra isn't a threat to me. Isn't a threat. But if you had the only thing that would make it a fair fight, Elliot, is if you could clear my my Leviathan in one shot. Maybe with Profundity. I don't. It's Profundity still not. So if you had like Scythe, if you had the Scythe, and you can clear me, and then you brought your Profundity, and you can clear my Executor, and you can beat me on efficiency that way. So that's how some people have beat me, is by efficiency. So they clear everything in one shot, and then it's like it's efficiency battle from that. Sometimes I'll win, but usually I'll lose. So that's how you beat an account like mine, is you just, if you have, it's players that farmed all their ships and they can beat all the ships in one shot efficiently, then I lose to those players. Yeah, this is, you're 1 turn away from killing Padme. Yeah, this is rough. This is rough. This is rough. Here you go. It doesn't give me both accounts though. So this is just my, because OBS, I have 2 OBSs running. One is, I'm not going to relegate my GLs, just because I want more. I am working on, rounding out my fleets. But Relic 8 on GLs isn't that big of a deal, to be honest. Relic 7's perfectly fine where I am. They work against even Relic 9. So I would rather have, so once I have all my GLs, so if I have 6, yeah, I don't have a chat for, what do you call it? Yeah, I don't have the YouTube chat. I don't have a YouTube chat. So I only have the Twitch one. So at least those in YouTube can see my Twitch chat. But I don't have a YouTube chat. Yeah. So that's the best I can do right now. I'll have to look at like OBS. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, Cunctator is the man. That's why he's my MVP, the VIP. He's the one who does does all my back work technical stuff, at least on Discord and now on OBS. This guy knows. This guy knows. Yeah, but I'll get that running. I do want that. I take it down. Usually I forgot to put it up, but I take it down just for Grand Arenas because I record that footage for YouTube and I don't want like the chats in there as for the fights. So when I do Grand Arenas, I take the chat down, but I forgot to put it back up. All right. Okay, you took out Padme. That's good. Yeah. Did this? Did something crash? Like, is this a crash? Oops. No. Because it says I guess it's just a glitch. Because it says it was like 0 seconds. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Yeah, if you had more gear, like Dark Trooper is so good. Dark Trooper is so good. I don't know what you're farming right now. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what you're farming right now, but if you can get that Dark Trooper at least to relics, this team like slaps, like absolutely slaps. It's my Revan killer. It can kill Jedi Knight Revan, Darth Revan, Treyas, but you need that Dark Trooper. Like this still works kind of with a low gear Dark Trooper. Yeah, I totally get it. I totally get it. Priorities. But if you take them up to relics too, I don't know if how you're doing your assault battles, but the reason I have them at relic 5 was just for the assault battles actually, and then just them slapping in Grand Arena is a positive. So getting Dark Trooper, I think you can do the assault battles with him at gear 12, but having him at relics made it a lot easier. Yeah, I get it. I get it. We're all struggling. We're all on that struggle bus. CT2? Yeah, but with him at relics, you can be CT3. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Like, Dash is good enough just to disappoint you. Like, Dash without his support cast is not good. Even when he has, like, Vandor, Dash just, like, dies over and over and over again. And then hopefully you can get something going. But without Dash and Han and Chewie, like, Dash himself is just, like, a disappointment. Yeah, I don't know. Like Revan's absolutely demolish First Order. Absolutely demolish them. This had a real shot. This had a real shot. The spoiler channels. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, this is rough. This is rough. At least you got this win here that squeaked out a win for you, right? Getting this, clearing these, squeaked out that win for you. Yeah, this is messy. This is real messy. This is messy. That's a knife fight. It's an absolute knife fight. No one wins in a knife fight. That's what else. Like, absolutely no one wins in a knife fight. Okay. I'll say this. I don't know if I like Rey, Revan, Kenobi. I don't know if I like it. I think I would rather have like Holdo, JTR or something like that. Like Revan and Kenobi, you have uses for them. They're really good characters. They're really good characters. And I think Rey can win just as many with Holdo and JTR as she can with like Revan and Kenobi. And I get she's universally great, right? She's like any light side she can, because her kit is just light side. But you're losing a lot by not having Jedi Knight Revan on offense. He's really flexible, or even on defense, like having him a separate team. And I don't really think this is elevating the Rey anymore. So I would recommend just like, hey, Jedi Training Ray and Holdo or something here. And that's fine until you have Ben. And then like if you're going to put C on defense, you need something like Savage with Omicron or Malik. You need one of the two. Like otherwise, like I think this still would have lost anyways, like if they're going to mirror match it. But if you want them to like really like do something, then take off Darth Vader. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. So, but I'm just saying, like if you C is a good defense, believe it or not. A lot of people sleep on the C because it can be soloed by like SLKR. But if you put like Malik, it's an expensive GL to put because you have to like give him a support cast. So if you put him with like Malik or Savage, then this does a lot more for you on defense. So you can go like C, Talon, Savage or something, and that's like a real tough defense to beat because Savage is protecting C. And then they have to like get through Savage first. So something to think about. Okay. So it's a fine defense. Like, it's fine. If anything, I think this is more defense than I would put. Thanks, Kunked. But it's just your offense. Like, yeah, Wampa isn't good against these. She's not good against that. Yeah. So I would say like these choices aren't very good. Like this isn't good. And maybe I think it's like you're not taking enough for offense, maybe. Because you're going really defense heavy. Like, because you just don't have answers for these. Like these offense teams are not good teams. Like you have like almost no offense. Like a Gear 12 CLS, Thrawn lead, JTR lead, a Relic 1 Wampa. Like these aren't real teams. This Bounty Hunter team, not a real team. This Dash team, not a real team. This is like the only real team I see here is this boss team. So this is yeah. So the Cunctator, he made that a beautiful, beautiful place, that Discord. So thank you. Yeah, that our Discord's good. I'm very active in our Discord too. So I'll say this, Baroness. You're putting too much on offense. You're putting too much on defense. No, Hellscream. They're scheduled. So I did it. I think I made those videos during the weekend, and then I schedule them out. Yeah. So I don't have to like upload them like immediately. I just schedule them, and then they get released when I schedule them. So they're released. I release them like 10 p.m. my time, which is like starting US time. So yeah. So this is yeah. So that's I would say this is a big issue I've seen with your account is you're putting too much on defense, like absolutely too much. Like take the Revan and Kenobi, put JTR Holdo. If you have a tank or put some tanks with C, like Savage or something, like Darth Vader is a solo team. Or take this on offense. Like put Rey on defense, and that'll be your defense, and then take C on offense. Starkiller, if they have Rey or something, even though it's like Relic 1, maybe right now you can leave this on defense. But once you have Starkiller Relic 5 at least, I would say you should take it on offense. Because like C, Darth Vader, you know, this team, like it's really good. It's really good. Yeah, but you're taking like absolute garbage, like garbage. Like put this on defense. I'm sorry, put this on defense, like the CLS team, I guess, or this JTR, because you need like this. This is like a defense team. This is a defense team. So you like switch these things. Like you put these defense teams that strip banners. That's what you put on defense. And then you take these good teams, and you can leave Ray on defense. Put Holdo JTR, but you take these good teams, and you not this. You can leave this on defense. You can leave this on defense, but you take these good teams, you leave 1G on defense, you put other teams that strip banners, and then you take good teams that can actually like beat things on offense, and you beat it on offense. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. But I'm just saying that that's like my advice is you're not bringing actual teams, and that's why it's like really messy, right? It's like really messy, and I don't know if this is fun for you. I don't know if it's like a fun strategy. Yeah. So, but there's nothing wrong with having a strong defense, as long as you have like if you plan it out. And this is what you do. You go into your opponents and then you see like, oh, what did they put on defense, right? So they go here and then like they scout them out and you see like, okay, what teams do they have on defense? And you plan out your attack and then you put on your defense what you need. Like you take whatever you need to clear their defense, and then the rest you can put on defense. And that's how you can win. Like you plan out your attacks, you plan exactly how you're going to clear all these enemies efficiently, and then you take that. So if you scout your opponent, you can do that, or you do the Ray and pray. You put Ray on defense, and then you pray she holds, and then you clear them on offense. Or you go like full turtle. You're kind of like going kind of full turtle, but I think you could do it better. I think you can do it better because there's some other stuff you could put here. There's some other stuff you can put here, and that would give you some more flexibility on offense. But like, they're all strategies. They're all strategies. I personally don't believe in the full turtle. I don't believe in the full turtle. The full turtle gets you cleared, or gets, because you have like nothing on offense, right? So you're going like heavy on defense, but you don't have enough on offense to like clear. So like if you had like budget offense teams, like you took like SOKR, because SOKR is not a good defense, but you take SOKR, Wampa, Savage, Malik, things like that, and then you take those on offense because they're like one characters and they can solo teams really well, or they're just like they punch up. Then you can put like a turtle defense with like solo punch up teams, and you just like, and that's how you do it. That's how you do the turtle. But like if you just go full turtle and then you bring nothing on offense, then it turns into this knife fight where you all just like, you're just like slap fighting each other. This is the pillow fights of grand arenas. You're just in there pillow fighting each other, just both doing nothing. So you need to take like actual teams on offense, because these are like horrible banners. Like even if this wins, it's horrible banners. If this wins, horrible banners. Yeah, I don't know if you have the Zeta's investment on this. This is a good team. It just needs relics. But this would be horrible banners. Like this would be really good banners for whatever they win. But it's just I just don't think Dash is a great offensive team unless you have like Vandor or young Han Solo or Holdo or Nest or something like that. Like other things to elevate Dash. Yeah, this is a solid team. So yeah, but thanks for letting me look at your account. I hope I was able to help you with something. anything. But good. Yeah. Yes, you are. All right, so we'll do yours real quick, Luke, and then we'll call it. No problem. Could you put your ally code down, Luke? I did not mean to put that. Yeah, go ahead and put your ally code. Yeah, no problem, Baroness. Yeah, but you're not bad, not bad. I'm sure your record was good. I'm sure your record was good. But the higher you go in Grand Arena, the better you have to like refine. Excuse me. You have to like refine your strategy so that you can beat. Because every time I climbed up in a league, I had to change my strategy. Let's see your collection real quick so I just have an idea. All right, so 2 GLs, gas, some other stuff. Executor. Okay. That's good. Yeah, I look forward to looking at it, Baroness. Look forward to seeing what you do. All right, TSP. So Luke Norman is TSP. Interesting. Yeah, I know. I'm tired, but I committed to doing these 4 accounts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it was only 4. It was only 4. I'm so slow at these. Part of it is I get sidetracked a lot. Another part of it is I really go. I think I go in depth with these GAC reviews. I go in depth. I just don't like doing. I don't like doing like wave top things. I don't. I like really delving in there. I like going into the deets. Elliot, I personally use TIE Bomber. So it just gives me the like something to soak up some damage so that you can like survive. But I use the TIE Bomber personally. But the strategy is, yeah, no problem. The strategy is just the only like if it's a lower star, like 6 stars or less, you can win actually. Like you can actually legitimately just beat the Leviathan. But if it's a 7 star, my only goal is to ult out the bomber. That's it. So if I can ult out the bomber, that's great. Usually I'll take out like the sides and the bomber, and then I have to clean up whatever's left. Hey, thanks, dude. Thanks for the super chat, dude. I definitely appreciate it. Or the, so yeah, thank you. But definitely, that's the only thing I'm aiming for is like because if you ult out the bomber, you can clean up that fleet with like literally anything. Usually I do it with what is it, home one, because I don't have profundity. I don't like putting home 1 on defense because it could get cheesed with the TIE Bomber. So it's my cleanup fleet. So it's a cleanup fleet. So I use that, or you can use the Negotiator or the Radis or whatever. But essentially, as soon as the bomber's dead, and almost any like A, B meta tier fleet can take it out. But yeah, thanks again. Thanks for the donation. New Django B1. This is a solid, even at low gear. This strips banners. It stripped a banner on Wampa. But you know, it's hard to box out Wampa. Unless you're in like Kyber 1 or something, or Kyber 2. Like Kyber 1 or 2 and you have like an absolute massive account, yeah, you can box out Wampa. But if you're low gear, then I would say the best bet for getting the most out of the counter to Wampa is if you have something that's like Wampable on your front wall, and then you put like Iden on your back wall. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Newt's good. Newt's good. But I'm just saying I don't hate that they used yeah, that's what I was saying. Wampa on the back wall? Absolutely, absolutely. So because if I saw this on offense, I'd be like, oh, I'll just Wampa that. And then you have an item on the back wall, and I'm like, oh great, now I gotta use like Jedi Knight Luke or something that punches really strong into Iden. So it's a good strategy. It's a good strategy just to like stretch out the roster. Because if they don't have something to deal with Iden, or sometimes people are just really dumb and they do dumb things. They're like, oh, Iden's on the back wall. Let me just use CLS. And then they lose, you know? So, man, this guy went super heavy on this. Yeah, it's stuff like this on opponents. It's like he could have easily got like 59 banners here or something, 58. Just go solo that. Oh, this team pissed me like, oh, this cron pissed me off. It pissed me off. I can't kill him. Yeah, I couldn't kill Bam fast enough. Like there's no way. Like he's going into poop stance. I hate this cron. I hate it. I still beat it, but I really hate it. I hate that I can't just like, unless you like straight eat him out. But if you're killing him normally, like he's just gonna, it's really annoying. This is a good defense though. This is a good defense. I hate this. I hate this. So this is a solid defense. It does get beat by with max banners against Jedi Knight Revan, but I felt like because my Jedi Knight Revan's like relics are pretty low, so maybe that's why, and so is my Yoda. So maybe a high relic Yoda and Revan don't have any like literally no issues. It depends on what you have. If you have like Hondo and Nest, then Hondo and Nest would probably be best. I wouldn't put I wouldn't put Bam on. So it's hard. It's hard. Yeah, like yeah, absolutely. That is a good defense. Yeah, well, it's not Vandor or Chewbacca. It's just Bam. Like, yeah, if you have this Bam cron, then Bam does other things. But I like to save Beskar Mando for my bounty hunters for the Lord Vader counter. So to me, that's really important. Like, that's my best counter. Yeah, I can use SOKR and Watt to counter Lord Vader, but having Bam with my bounty hunters is really important part of that counter. So, you know, like if you have that counter, yeah, if you have that counter, then Bam is a really important part of that. But if you have this Datacron, then Bam kind of like just takes the place as a defensive team. But just know that like Jedi Knight Revan beats this team really cheaply. So, you know, I would still put it on defense, just knowing that like if you know they take Jedi Knight Revan, or I guess like Darth Revan too, the Revans beat it cheaply. So it's not like super great on defense. Maybe it's a better offense one. Or maybe you can put it with like Rey or something. I don't know. But it gets beat pretty cheap. This is good. I do the same thing. I get holds with this crappy team. I get holds. Yeah, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how many people underestimate this team and just absolutely lose to it. You should get your CLS team up and running. That's a good team. It's a good team. Yeah, I don't know. You have Akbar on me. Akbar on me. That's hilarious. Um, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I do like. I get it. I get it. You probably don't see a lot of like fully fleshed out, a lot of fully fleshed out finalizer fleets, but this gets like, for one, Xanadu Blood should be starting instead of Slave 1. So it should be Xanadu Blood, but I don't know. If you start noticing that people start finalizing your executor, just put in the IG 2000, but change the Slave 1 with Xanadu Blood. So Xanadu Blood goes here. Minimum. And I did use this variant. I used this variant until I was in like Erodium or something. Until I got the Leviathan. So yeah, I get it. I don't like this either. Yeah, if they have the finalizer counter, then you should go triple attacker, because the finalizer isn't as reliable, because essentially with the finalizer you just control Houndstooth, so Houndstooth does absolutely nothing, and then you blow up Xanadu Blood almost instantly, and then it's Houndstooth, Razor Crest. They reinforce usually with like Slave 1. You rip all the boss off Slave 1, or you just blow it up directly, and then you start working on Razor Crest, and then you kill it, and then you kill Houndstooth, and that's it. Like, it's a super easy counter. So if you have triple attacker though, it works better. They're gonna try to like take out IG 2000 as fast as they can, but the power, like the power of IG, Xanadu Blood, and Razor Crest attacking first, and like killing their tank and then possibly something else, is really, really strong. So something to think about. It can, like, finalizers still can counter this, but it's just not as reliable. But you 100% you need to like take out the Slave 1 on the starting and put in Xanadu Blood. And don't be like, well, it's working. Don't do that. Like, just cause like really bad people attacked it and lost doesn't mean like you still shouldn't like optimize your defense. You know what I mean? Excellent defense here. Excellent defense. Good job. All right, cool. All right, let's look at your offense now. Hey, I guess people know Darth Revan the spam. So this is getting beat pretty cheaply. I would look at this on offense and just see what this can beat on offense, and maybe it's worth taking, because if people are beating this like really cheaply, then there's no reason for it to be sitting on defense. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know what this can take on offense, but if this can reliably beat something on offense for you with decent banners, maybe you can look at it. Malik solo? I don't know. I don't know. This does pretty good. Like, this does a lot of damage. And then Quill can stun. Like, and yeah, I don't know. I would be really hesitant to take a Malik solo against this, because this has a lot of foresight too. Like, they have a lot of foresight mechanics. They have decent potency. Like, Quill has like stat sharing too, and then Beskar Mando, if they can like somehow stack up some stuff, maybe it'll do. And he has shock too. I don't know. I don't like it. Maybe it can. I don't know. I would be really hesitant. I'd be really hesitant to do that. Yeah, just the drain does. Just the drain. But these guys have really good healing too. So they have really good recovery. So I think you would time out. I think you would honestly time out. Because like with the invulnerabilities, the taunts, the foresights, the healing, I think it would be really difficult to like keep that going. You know what I mean? So that's like one threat for Padme's teams, like is the timeout. So something to think about. Yeah. So this works, right? Technically, this, if it survives, I don't know why this didn't work better. Cause this like, oh, cause you're relic 3. That's why. If you had a little more survivability, this should survive. This should have won if you had more, like maybe you don't have like full 6 dot mods with health on it. And it's really low relics, but this Wampa should have, I think should have survived this. There's nothing controlling him. Yeah. By the way, it's a her. you need to improve her. You can't tell? You can't tell how feminine that Wampa is? The sexy, lavacious Wampa. It's hilarious. Yeah, you'd hit? Yeah. Most def. I think she'd hit me, but you know, whatever way works. Where's your Mara Jade? This is Mara Jade's spot right here. Mara Jade belongs right here. You just need her like 3 stars gear 8 and she elevates this team. Mara Jade is good. Don't sleep on her. Use her. Just, you don't even have to have like the Omegas or anything. She just elevates Palpatine. So you absolutely should use her. She's so good. Even low gear. I used her at like 3 stars gear 8. No Omegas. She's so good. Maybe Omega if it's like important. I'd have to look at her. She fleed with Luke. I don't know what that means. I know she's his wife in the expanded universe, but I don't know what you're saying there. Oh, I get what you're saying. She ran away with Luke. Dude, I get it. Yeah, I get it. I got it. Got it. That's rough. This is rough. So I'll say this. Sometimes this can be rough, right? Because the finalizer, believe it or not, is a pretty decent fleet. Sometimes. So if you land buff immunity on the TIE Enchilada, you just go all in on that TIE silencer and you kill it as fast as you can. And then it's an easy cleanup from there. And then these two probably wouldn't have died. This dude sucks. Yeah, this is good. You can just go solo. You can honestly go solo here, and it saves you banners. Like, gas can't do anything. Literally does nothing to see. You don't even have to ult. You just like link, and then burn down Echo or whatever, and then like kill him, and then kill gas. Like, you don't have to, you 100% don't have to ult either, so that you can save his little push thing, you know, where he goes like, and then he gains all that protection up. So you have that when you kill gas, so you just like can get your max banners. But just solo. It's an easy 59 banners right here. So you could have saved 4 more banners. This was always destined for failure. This was destined for failure. You need to choose your Wampa battles better. Or build up your Wampa or something. But this was never gonna work. This was never gonna work. So first of all, you never take anything solo against a Mace Windu. You never take anything solo against Mace Windu with a Qui-Gon Omicron. Like, it's bad news. Like, Qui-Gon's gonna keep, or Mace is gonna keep taunting. You can't get to Qui-Gon. And then Kelleran Beck has like AoEs and stuff. He's dangerous. And then Mace is just like shatter pointing Wampa into like nothingness. So this was always destined to fail. This never had a shot. Savage solo can't beat Savage. Even Wampa, like Wampa can't beat Savage. I don't know what you're saying. You're saying a Savage solo can beat Savage. I don't know what that means, Baroness. Oh, Mace? No. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Nothing can solo a Mace. Unless it's like a GL. Like Shatterpoint just absolutely wrecks. Because it's not just their health, it's their offense too. So he's just reducing their offense and their health at the same time. There's nothing that does it. Nothing. So it's not a thing. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's a trap. Malik doesn't work, Savage doesn't work, Wampa doesn't work. If a Padme has Mace in it, you have to respect it. Yeah. There's always something. There's always something to Wamp. Yeah, like this could have easily been an easy Wamp, but this is a really low gear Iden. So you're winning though. You're winning, but there's improvements that can be made. There's improvements that could be made. Yeah. Like I'll say this. If you take a low gear Mara Jade against Geos, you run the threat of the Brood Alpha killing Mara Jade, because the Brood Alpha will counterattack and can just like yeet out Mara Jade. So you throw your little bomb and then the Brood Alpha just like counterattacks and yeets out Mara Jade. So I against this, like a Relic Brood Alpha, I'm a little hesitant to bring a low gear Mara Jade. Yeah, your Wampa choices are lacking. I don't know about this. Like Hux has a lot, like Hux counters too. I don't know. This is a lot of offense. And then Captain Phasma pushes turn meter too. And First Order Executioner kind of hits hard. So, I don't know. I think you do need more. Yeah, all your Wampa choices have been real inefficient. Yeah, maybe if you have like a high relic one too. I don't, and they had low relics. I don't know. I don't know. Especially Qui-Gon Jinn. Like, there's always, if you look at these counters, a lot of them have like 10% or something, you know, 5%. Like someone wins. Usually it's not you though. Like, you know what I mean? Like if someone has good mods, the enemy team doesn't. Music coming in with the gifted tier. Thank you, my dude. Thank you. How was your drive? Are you home now? Just lurking? Are you still driving? But thank you for the gifted sub music. I appreciate your support. Okay. But yeah, but I think I'm a thanks for the gifted sub, but I think we're done here. So it's getting late. I got work early in the morning. And I have to help Agnards with something. I told him I would help him with some technical stuff on his end. So I think I'm gonna have to call it. So thanks everyone for the hanging out, the 3v3, looking at the GACs. I love the debates. I do love the debates. I don't like, no one knows everything. Yeah, I'm streaming tomorrow. Music. I'm streaming tomorrow. I don't stream Friday, but I'll be here Thursday. Hopefully tomorrow. The 3v3 for next or for the last week. If the 3v3 for the last week drops tomorrow, then we'll do another GAC review for 3v3 so that we can see the last week's Grand Arena. If it doesn't, then I'll probably just do a normal roster review. Elliot, if you're here tomorrow, we'll do your roster review too. 5v5. 5v5. I did the initial one on Sunday, but we'll start 5v5 probably maybe Sunday or Tuesday, because the data's there, right? We're looking a month back, so we have a lot of time to look at the 5v5. But I think maybe Sunday. I'll have to look at my schedule and see what I want to do. But I'm thinking either Sunday or the day before, like the day we set up. So maybe Monday or Tuesday or something. I don't know. I'll have to look at it and see. But definitely early. Probably Sunday or something. But yeah. But I definitely appreciate the debates. I love talking about strategy and everything. So I'm in Japan. So the really similar time zones, Elliot. So my streams are really good, well timed for you. I mostly gamed with Australian people because I think you're just a few hours behind, right? Japan. So our times align really well. So you still need your alt for JMK? Oh, okay. Yeah. I do not speak Japanese. Yeah, my my stream, yeah, for America. I'll see you, music. You have a wonderful night. Yeah, my stream is not very well timed for Americans. But it's decent for East Coast, or yeah, okay, Canada. So it's decent for those. Well, you guys have the same time zones. Sightseeing in April? Yeah, definitely, Kunked. You just gotta let me know where you're going, and then I can give you some recommendations. I can talk to my wife about it too. My wife's arigato gozaimasu. But I would have to talk to my wife if it's like mainland Japan, because she lived in mainland for a while too. So I can give you some good recommendations depending on where you're trying to go. My wife is Japanese, so she has all the Japanese insights of where to go in Japan. My wife already has Alzheimer's. I don't know what that means, my dude. I don't know what that means. So, but to me, Celastia, that them's fighting words. No, I said my wife has all the insights. All the insights. So, not Alzheimer's. So she has, yeah, yeah, yeah. Same. Neurological disorder or knowledgeable. Yeah, not the same. Yeah. Yeah, it's exact opposite. Yeah. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you all tomorrow if you're there. Elliot, just remind me if you're here on the stream tomorrow while I do my GAC. I'll do your roster review then if you want. Yeah, GAC Alzheimer's. That's everyone. Everyone gets GAC Alzheimer's when we start 3v3 or 5v5. Because I totally like data dump everything, and I'm like, what do I do? Like, what do I counter that with that? You know? So we'll get through it. Yeah. All right. You take care, Elliot. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful night. We'll see you tomorrow, and take care.